pictures of the car.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is there a reason?
Yeah, I got a reason. I don't need to, I'm not gonna share it though. Just busy doing something I need to do. So appreciate it. Cool. I don't need help. Thanks.
You can't be on property, sir.
Why is that?
It's employees only.
Employee.
You have to have a safety vest to be in the yard.
Employees only, huh?
Yeah.
Where does it say that at?
You mind stepping off property?
I do, yeah. Where does it say that?
This is a private yard.
Really? It's wide open.
Right. But still, you can't come in this.
Of course I can. It's wide open.
You can.
Yeah, of course I can.
No, you can't.
Why is that?
Because you're not supposed to be here.
What's the problem?
What do you mean? You're not supposed to be here. No.
Yeah, I am supposed to be here.
You're not.
Yes, I
You
am.
know who you are.
It doesn't matter. I don't know who you are. I can tell you the same thing.
I work here, dumbass. You don't.
You work here, huh? Cool.
I work here.
I know. Let's
No.
see how long you have your job after talking like that to a member of the public, bud. Oh, this guy's got an issue. There we go. Perfect. Keep acting like a dummy, bruh. What? Anyways, yeah. Public property, man. This ain't private, so
There's no
I'll be around. What? Calling me a? Yeah, he can. So, yeah. You guys want to talk to me like that? I can do the same thing, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
What
Other than that, you want to have a respectful conversation, we could have one. I'm taking pictures. I'll be here a while. That's it. Simple as that.
Right. And who are you with?
Myself. I'm solo. By myself.
For what reason?
Taking pictures.
Of what?
Of everything, man. The building, the buses, the cars, all that stuff.
Real simple. Leave now or the cops will take you. Which one do you want?
Real simple, bud. You can call the cops and they're going to come educate you, not me. Okay? Which one do you want?
They're not going to educate me.
Okay.
No.
All right. Cool. Yeah, they're not going to educate him. They're going to take me for being on public property that's
Do you realize
publicly
how weird
accessible.
it'd be? Like,
I'm taking pictures. I ain't talking to you, bro. You already been disrespectful, man. I ain't trying to go there with you. You can go about your business. I don't even need to talk to you.
I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are. You just walk up and disrespect people because you don't know who they are, calling them flipping the camera off and all kinds of that. By saying what? That I can be here?
You're not telling us what you're thinking.
Oh, since I don't explain my life story, to you, then I'm being you go back to work. How about that, homie?
You're not my.
Who you talking to? I am your boss. We do sign your check. The public signs your check. Quit talking to me like that. I don't need nothing. I've already told all these guys I don't need nothing. I'm gonna be here taking pictures. Simple as that. You guys can go back to work. I don't need you.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're going straight into a confrontation that starts over something as simple as taking pictures. An employee immediately tells the auditor he cannot be on the property, but the auditor pushes back, asking where the restriction is posted. The disagreement quickly turns personal, with accusations of disrespect and a warning that police could be called. What begins as a basic question about access is already becoming a serious dispute over public space and authority. The stakes are clear from the opening.
Good luck. Dummies. Jesus Christ. Be respectful, I'll be respectful. Start disrespecting, you're going to get disrespected. This public, bro.
This public property?
Yeah, look. Cal exempt. The private company don't own this. I wouldn't be here if it did. This is a public company paid for by public tax dollars.
What's your intentions, man?
I'm literally just taking pictures.
Is there anything we can help you with?
Nope. Just gonna take pictures and I'll be out of here. Probably would have been gone about 5 minutes from now, except all the so that's it. It's pretty simple.
What's your name if you don't mind me asking?
I do mind. Yeah, I don't give my name.
So you're not gonna identify yourself?
No, definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Is this gonna be same thing with this guy? I was real nice when you came up till you started being disrespectful, bro. I said, I'm just going to take pictures, man. I don't need help. I'm good. You don't need to know who I am. You're a public servant, bro. You work for the public. That's it. You're talking about you don't work for me. You do work for me. You work for the public. I'm the public. These are all public vehicles. I can come check them out, make sure they're being right. I can go in right in that office and record if I want to. Get public records, whatever I want. As a matter of fact, today I'm going to get your full name and everything about you here. I'm going to get your whole employee file. Bet me. Bet me. Nope. The thing is, you don't have a choice. It's the actual law. I just suggest you go look up the California Public Records Act. Real simple, man. You signed up for it when you became a public employee. Now, if you guys just leave me alone, I'm just going to take my pictures peacefully like I was in the beginning and do my thing. That's it. Real simple. So this dude apparently called the cops, and now he's telling them it's all good. See, like he has a First Amendment right to record me right now? Same thing. I got a First Amendment right. Difference is I'm not on duty, right?
He's doing it for our protection because we don't know who you are.
Protecting dudes against me? Come on, man. Oh, this dude is something simple. I definitely could. I definitely could. You're right about that. But I'm not being aggressive, and
You don't take pictures of me, sir.
I'm recording whatever's in front of me. If I was you, just go back to work, man, and I don't need you on my camera. So
You know, I'm just being polite and asking you not to do it. Why would you do something against that I was asking?
well, right now I'm recording for my protection.
Oh, ain't
so-
nobody gonna bother you? We don't do
That's already past that, brother.
Our insurance doesn't cover people that don't work here in here.
This is wide open, and there are no signs up that say authorized personnel. This is public.
The tension is rising fast now. The employees demand an explanation for why he is there, while the auditor makes it clear he is simply documenting the building, vehicles, and surrounding area. When they ask for his name and identification, he refuses and instead points to public records law. The exchange becomes a battle over who has authority to decide what the public can observe, and neither side appears ready to give ground. This is where the confrontation starts moving beyond a simple disagreement.
Respect it, don't respect it, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, bro.
Can I have a question?
What's up, brother?
Who get their ones now?
Champs. Yeah. Or Shoe Palace, one of them. Yeah, either or. So, yeah, this is all wide open, bud. If this wasn't public, you guys just don't know, and I don't blame you for it. If it wasn't public, there would be a fence, there would be a gate, there'd be a post that says authorized personnel. This is all open to the public.
There was a fence, actually.
It's not now. So,
So that just, how are you supposed to know that? How are you supposed to just think, oh,
because I don't see a sign. If there was signage the way the law is supposed to be, the trespassing law, then I wouldn't come past it. There's not, right? There has to be legitimate signage up.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Penal Code 602. Yeah, I understand. Penal Code 602, bro. I can quote it to you if you want. Anyways, I'm here taking pictures. I'll be here a while, and I'll be back. Well, just get used to it, man. Oh, now it seems like this guy's calming down, but look at the way he acted just a minute ago, right? That's not cool. Calling people dumb, flipping them off. This guy's literally getting paid by our tax dollars. I didn't hit the vehicle. I pushed on the tire like this. I can touch the car. I can touch the vehicles and everything. These are public vehicles, bud. These ain't yours. They don't belong to you. They belong to the public. You're a public servant. I'm trying to get this through your head, but you're not listening.
What you don't understand is we're the ones that got to take care of this stuff. Don't
And what I do to damage it? Come on.
You have
You're
the
just
right-
being petty, bro. I have every right to touch car, every single right to touch the vehicle. I'll sit on this vehicle. I can. I do it to cop cars all the time. It's the same fucking thing. You're a prick. Fucking clown. This dude's a clown, bro. Like I tried to be cool with him. What is it?
That's a private car.
I can't. One, I can, but two, I'm not. So calm down. But I can film it. What's up?
So this is all private property.
This is public.
It's private. There's multiple signs posted everywhere that is private property.
Where at?
Right there, all along that fence line coming into this area, it's all one lot.
Says no public access, employees only. That doesn't say private
Yeah,
property.
so it's no public access, so you're not an employee here.
You're completely wrong. I can come right in here and get records and do all kind of stuff. I can. This is who is this owned by? By the public.
Correct. And
Okay.
It's for public. It's for the public employees or the
It
public transit
has to
employees.
be posted.
It is.
The 602. Where, bud?
Dude,
Can you show me.
It says it right there.
Beyond that door. That's on a door. Beyond that door. That doesn't mean this
entire
isn't public.
property. It is.
No, that's not the way
It
it
is.
worked. Where is this coming? Look, where's the sign? You say it's posted all along the street. Show me. Come on. Show me. This dude is just ignorant, doesn't know the law is the bottom line. So let's go ahead and show him. Show me. I don't see it.
See where there's those green signs all along those fences.
Yeah, for the fence.
It's for the entire property.
It's not for the. That's not the way. That's not the way 602 works.
It is.
No, it's not.
Now the police issue becomes part of the confrontation, and the argument takes another turn. The auditor insists he is recording for his own protection, while the employee argues that insurance and workplace concerns justify keeping him away. The key question is whether this openly accessible area is actually restricted. The auditor challenges that claim by pointing out the lack of clear signage and cites the law. At this point, what matters is not just the camera, but whether the property restrictions are actually enforceable.
Okay.
Bottom line is it's not.
So I'm going to ask you to leave.
I'm going to say no.
Okay, and then you'll go to jail.
Do what you got to do.
Okay, do me a favor, turn around.
I'm out on the street. You going to take me to jail right here?
Well,
go ahead.
If you're here, but if you
go
go
ahead.
back onto that
Come
property,
on.
you're going to go to jail.
And it's all good, man. I'll just attach myself to your pension. So
Okay.
you can't kick me off this property. It's wide open. There are no trespassing signs anywhere. This is public. I can go right in that office and say, hey, I want to get public records. I want to get XYZ. You just don't know. It's not private.
Okay.
Where is it?
Okay.
Where's the fence?
I'm telling you, if you go back to that
I
property,
don't care
you will
what
go to
you're
jail.
telling me. Where's the fence? What's your name and badge number, by the way?
It's Officer Todarian. It's number 37.
And you're completely wrong.
Okay.
Where's the fence? Where's the fence? Where's the signs?
It encloses this
That's
entire
not the way it
property.
works. That's
is.
not how 602
Okay.
works. You don't get to just pick. These have to be posted. I have to cross a fence, door, barrier, something that's closed and locked that I'm not supposed to be past. You can't just say, well, we just don't want you here, so this is private.
That's not how that works.
It is how it works.
Okay.
I've done this many a times. It is how it works.
telling
I
you-
guarantee
okay,
you.
I'm telling you, if you go back onto the property that is for employees only and not open to the private, you'll
Okay.
go to jail, and then you can fight that in court.
Here we go. All good, bro. And then I'll see you in a deposition in about 6 months to 12 months, and we'll go from there too.
Yep.
Real simple.
It is very simple.
If
You are
you
correct.
want to be that dumb and not respect our First Amendment rights to come and film on public property, then do what you're gonna do. You're dumb for that. What's your name and badge number? Fritz. What's badge number? 235. Your body cam's on?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I got standing already. I can literally walk away right now and sue you because you've threatened me with arrest from going back on there. So no problem. We'll see you in 6 months, buddy.
Fantastic.
What a clown. Why don't you just do your job right? Tell these dudes, hey, it's public. He'll probably be gone in a minute. Let him do his thing. Why don't you just do your job the right way? You're literally pointing at signs for a fence down there saying, oh, it means all this. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't enclose this property. Now, if I go back there, I'll agree with you. I'll totally agree with you. But out where I'm at right here, it doesn't. You're telling me I can't go in that office right now.
Correct.
You're literally denying me my right to go ask for public records. Perfect. Under threat of arrest, you're denying me my right to go ask for public records. Are you denying me my right to go ask for public records in this office?
That is not an office. That is for public.
It's very clearly an office.
That is for the employees.
Do you know how the California Public Records Act works? Okay, we can go to any office for public employees and just submit a records request.
Okay.
You understand that, right?
I do.
So I can go here and do this, but you're denying me this right.
Correct,
Keep
because
going.
This
I love
entire
it.
property is for the employees, and it is not open to the public.
It's not posted and it is open to the public.
It is not.
Yes, it is.
But like I said,
So can the public come in here and apply for a job? They can't.
they do that through the city hall.
They can come here and drop off an
they don't.
application. Yes, they can.
Okay.
And you can come here and ask for all these employees' names and employee records. Very simple. These laws are very simple.
I agree.
I'm
they
surprised you don't understand them. Most of South Lake Tahoe PD has been good, but you clearly don't understand the law. I would love to see you in court in 6 months. It's going to be awesome.
Right.
This is going to be great.
are. Like I said, man.
Like I said, I have standing. I don't need your directives.
Okay.
Bye-bye. This guy's dumb, man.
All right, man, we're done here.
Like, I will literally come back on here whenever I want, is the bottom line.
If you go back on.
This is the major turning point. The two sides finally focus directly on the signs and whether they legally establish a restricted area. The auditor repeatedly asks to be shown exactly where the boundary is, while the officer maintains that the posted notices cover the property. Then the stakes jump dramatically. He is told that refusing to leave could result in jail. Instead of backing down, he asks for the officer's name and badge number and continues challenging the basis for the threat. The confrontation is now unmistakably serious.
My name is Sergeant Lawson.
Lyles. Cool. Good to meet you, man. So I don't remember the officer's name exactly how to say it. I believe it was Todorpin.
Todarian.
There you go. Todarian. Memory, man.
Anyway, what happened?
So I was out recording, as you guys know I have been. You guys have a yard over there. It was the transportation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you guys also have your IT department. There's an open lot. You guys have a big yard with all the stuff. I recorded all that. When I went down into the transportation lot, there was a conversation with the people there. They called your officers. Officer came out and told me I couldn't be there. He's going to arrest me. Even actually tried to arrest me out on the street, and said because there's no trespassing signs on the outside fence that I couldn't go into the public parking lot, either down from the corner at the IT department all the way to the transportation department, and we couldn't be in the public lot. And because they had a sign on a door that says no public access. I mean, as we know, trespassing signs, one, behind a fence like that means you can't go past the fence, and two, on a door means you can't go past the door. There's an office right there. I explained to him very clearly that, hey man, I can go here and get public records and ask for public records from this office. California Public Records Act says I can do it anywhere. Even for you guys, I can do it here. I can do it at City Hall. I can do it basically at any city building to get your public records, and the onus is on that department to get it to the right place. He said, no, come back on. You're going to be arrested. That's it. That's all. I tried to explain to him that 602 doesn't work that way. The only ones that apply, in my opinion, would be I or O, right? O very clearly says there needs to be no trespassing signs at every entrance to the area, and then 3 per mile. And I very, very clearly says this subdivision does not apply to anybody engaged in constitutionally protected activities by the California or United States Constitution. Before you guys make a mistake, I'm going to file a claim just based off yesterday. I let him know I have standing, man. I'm going to file a claim. He said, I don't care. I'm taking you to jail. So that's already said and done. But when I go back, I just want to make sure you guys don't do something ridiculous and arrest me for going back into a public lot. Keep in mind, I agree with them. I can't go back in the yard. Totally agree. I wouldn't even go back by the buses. I was literally up by where the door is and just the little general parking lot. I'm respectful when I do this. I understand there are areas we don't need to be in. Totally get it, and I don't go in those areas. But to tell me that I can't go in the IT parking lot and record from the fence, or can't go in the parking lot there, it's just crazy, man. It's just not the way 602 works. You know what I mean? And so I wanted to talk to you guys about it, maybe see what your take could be on it. I should have called a sergeant yesterday. I didn't. I actually thought that he was one. So I was like, well, that's their supervisor, fine. Right. When I left, I looked it up and realized he's not one.
The pressure is at its highest. After being threatened with arrest, the auditor argues that he is being denied access to an office where he believes he can request public records. He asks for names and badge numbers and makes it clear that he intends to document what happened. The officer maintains that the area is for employees, while the auditor insists the restrictions are not properly established. This exchange captures the central conflict. One side relies on the property rule, while the other challenges the legal foundation behind it.
So I should have called one of you guys out to speak about it. Anyways, that's what I'm here for.
It's one of those things, if you choose to go back over there, it'll be a case-by-case basis, depending on what you're doing, where you're standing.
Recording.
What's occurring. And
Right.
At that point, we'll look at the elements of 602, try to advise you accordingly within our understanding of it, and that's the gist of it.
Well, I mean, it's pretty clear, right? Like 602 is clear. 602I or O is the only ones that
There's so many different subsections.
I know, there's 26 of them. There's 26 of them.
Just understand, if somebody feels as if, an officer feels as if you're violating the elements of that, or meeting the elements of that particular crime, and in good faith makes a probable cause arrest, you get arrested on it, then, that's your defense, that you didn't feel as if you were in violation. That's up to you and your attorney. If you feel like your civil rights have been violated, then that's up to you, and frankly,
yeah,
you can go down that path.
I understand all that part.
I wasn't there yesterday. I don't know where you were standing and what you were doing. So I don't speak in, I don't just hypothetical circumstance, like I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Well, I can show it to you. I can clearly show you the video. Would you? No, I wasn't arrested.
Okay.
So I went out to the street saying, "Hey, show me where the signs are." Because look, it's clear, man. I says that they have to post it 1 per 3 mile and at every entrance. There's nothing there that says any of
I'm not going to
that.
sit here and the penal code at this point.
I'm not asking you to. I'm just trying to talk to you about it because this is what I'm doing, so you understand, right? I understand that your guys' qualified immunity protects you in good faith. But when I speak to you about it and say this is public, there are no signs, you have lost that at that point. Because I'm literally telling you, hey, there's no signs. The penal code says this. You should know it. I shouldn't have to say it. But when I start pointing out these elements, your qualified immunity is gone. And that's why I'm doing this here again today. I am just stamping my case is all I'm doing. So, yeah, no, I know.
You weren't arrested, so the Fourth Amendment doesn't apply in regards to...
But my First Amendment does, because he's saying, hey, you can't go in here, right? No, I understand. I'd rather just have a normal conversation, man. I'm not here to argue or anything.
I'm just not going to engage in the conversation because at this point...
Well, you guys have to. This is about police business. Yeah, it is. This is me talking about you guys kicking me out of public parking lots, right? Your officer violating my right, right? That under threat of arrest I left, so it is a Fourth Amendment issue. On top of that, it's a First Amendment issue. I'm news gathering in these areas, the penal code, and you should look it up. I clearly says it doesn't account for somebody engaged in constitutionally protected activities. On top of that, I let them know I want to go to this office and get public records. You know what I mean? So do you agree at the very least that I can be in these parking lots? Because I need to go get the records of the employees who were flipping off my camera and all this other stuff.
Public records request goes through the city attorney.
Again, that's not true.
You can request them here, but we will tell you about the process.
These people aren't a city entity. Their base is in Nevada. They're not a city entity. This is I don't know.
Now the confrontation moves from the scene itself to a formal complaint with a police supervisor. The auditor lays out his version of events, explaining where he was standing, what he was recording, and why he believes the trespassing warning was improper. He also explains that he accepts certain restricted areas are off limits, but disputes the claim that the surrounding parking area is automatically restricted. This is important because the argument is no longer just emotional. Both sides are now trying to define exactly where the law applies.
I mean, that's my thing. Can we just be like, I'm just news gathering, man. I'm testing y'all. I want you guys to do a good job.
Public transportation, it is a weird thing. I'd have to research that as far as how private it is. I know there are public funds, but I also know it's a private entity as well. That one.
Can we look? You want to look, and I'll show you where I was standing, and I'll agree with you right now that hey, I'm not going to go past this office. I don't even want to go back today to record. They've already failed miserably. I just want to get the records from that office and then boogie on my way. That's all I'm trying to do.
I'm not going to look at a video and tell you my opinion on it, because if you go back there, you've been asked to leave. If you go back there, then the officers that show up, they'll have to make a determination. And it may not be me. and I don't want the finger pointing of, oh, no, he said you could, you said you couldn't. And I'm basing it off of you standing in front of me, not standing there.
Well, it should, so, I mean,
it's a hypothetical situation. You're not standing there, and I'm not standing there. We're standing here. And you could sit here all day. I could care less. So legally, you can be here, you can record what you want. I have no issues with that.
And that's the thing, legally I can be there.
Is you asked to file a complaint?
No, I'm filing one, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you got a citizen complaint form.
Yeah, they just gave it to me.
They did?
Yeah, I'm going to file the complaint. That's already a done deal. I'm just trying to make sure you guys don't do it again. And as the supervisor, I feel like you should say, hey, if the dude's in the office requesting forms, let him do his thing, man. If he goes in the back, yeah, I mean, that's common sense. I would never do that anyways.
That building isn't open to the public. It's not where the public goes. Like, we're open to the general public, right? The city yard isn't open to the general public. So that's where you and I would probably have a difference.
Right, but if you look at the penal code, it has to be posted that you can't be there. It's not. I have to cross, and I've spoken to my lawyer, fence, barrier, door, gate, something that tells me, hey, you can't be in here. Right? It's not enough for city employees or your officers to say, hey, we just feel like you can't be here and we don't want you here in this public parking lot, because it's public regardless. Well, I just want to go into out this, say, hey, I want to do a public records request. Thank you guys. I'm on my way. I just need their names and stuff.
I'm telling you, all public records requests, according to the city protocol, They
That's
go
not a
through-
city entity, though. I can't do them through the city because it's not a city entity. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, we're talking about two different things.
I'm only talking about the transportation. That's where I need
That's a
the
whole
names. Your
different-
guys'
I don't care about
IT
that, man.
department did great. But that's where they kicked me. When he kicked me off and was going to arrest me there, he told me I also couldn't go to your IT. Your IT department did great. They didn't say shit. They're cool.
Yeah, that's
But the
a whole different
transportation, I
building.
just want to get
You can go in
public
and ask
records.
their records all they want.
Well, that's where he's saying I'm going to be arrested
Okay,
if I go
I'll-
back
I'll
there.
talk to him.
Okay, see, that's what I was trying to take care of. Thank
Yeah.
you. You're not going to
Oh,
show.
sorry.
It's all good. That's all I was talking about. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
His take on it and, where he was coming from and his understanding on it. The point of me contacting you right now, I want to make sure you got everything in regards to filing.
I do now. I just wanted to make sure we could talk about this, kind of settle it.
Right.
Because believe it or not, I'm pro-police. I don't want your... If they do a bad job, I'm going to point the camera.
The discussion becomes much more technical as the supervisor explains that an officer may make a probable cause arrest if the elements of a crime appear to be present, while the auditor argues that constitutional protections and the circumstances of the recording matter. He points to First and Fourth Amendment concerns, public records access, and qualified immunity. Neither side completely settles the legal disagreement, but the conversation exposes the real issue, where lawful access ends and a trespass violation actually begins.
Let them, but I don't want them to. I want them to do a good job, right? So I feel like, well, let me talk to a supervisor. Maybe he's a little bit more knowledgeable. Maybe he knows more. We can settle it. I can get my records. Everybody's happy, and I'm out of here.
So,
you know?
so understand, there's two different buildings there. My concern is
IT.
the city building, which is, we call the city yard. That is...
On the corner, right?
IT department.
Yeah.
That is a city building.
Right,
City employees work there.
right.
They have no, as far as public records request or whatever, they got nothing they can give you.
Yeah.
That goes through the city.
I'll go through you guys for that, yeah.
The other thing, the TTD, Tahoe Transportation, Tahoe Transportation District, that building, that's a whole
Exactly.
different business.
Right.
I think there are some government funds that goes towards it and stuff, but like you said, it's like State Line, Nevada.
Yeah.
Is where their home, they're based out of.
Yeah, they're public-private. I looked into it. Yeah,
So
they're
therefore,
funded by the
that's
public.
a different thing, but they share the yard with us, and it's kind of a weird deal.
Yeah.
So I wasn't aware you were talking, 100% talking about that.
Yeah,
Talking about
that's
public
where I was
records
kicked
request.
from.
You call them, ask them, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, I just want to go right now. I was like, look, I need to go back and get my record. I don't want to get arrested for something stupid. I'll gladly take the arrest and we can have the fight in court. But I just think it's kind of pointless. Like, I think we should just be able to talk about it. And that's what I was telling the officer yesterday. Why don't you just tell him to let me get my records and boogie out, man? Like, I'll be gone.
So if they deny you the records, that's not on us.
I'm not going to sit and argue with them. I get it.
So
I
it's
just
one
want to
of those
ask
to
if
where
they say no.
Just to help us out a little bit, if you go do your thing, you ask them for it, they say, nope, you can't, record what you want inside, and then once that part's done, if they call us and say, hey, we want him now removed from the property, we get in that weird pickle of
Agreed.
the public-private.
Agreed.
And we don't want to take anybody.
Agreed, man. Got my word on that one.
Okay.
I'll ask for my records. They'll say what they'll say, and I'll be
Yes
on
or
my
no,
way.
or whatever.
Fine with me. And
Okay.
and just, I would never, just so you guys know, I would never, like, I'm not dumb. I know the laws very, very well. I can quote most of them. And I would never go in, like he was saying that because you guys have a yard on the corner with your IT, and because that property can go back into the yard, that's the reason I can't be in the parking lot. And I was telling him, I agree, I can't go back in the yard. I would never do that. That's just stupid. You know what I mean? That's actually committing a crime, and I'm not going to commit a crime.
And if nothing else, man,
So-
probably OSHA violations and everything else, and man, they got more authority than anyone.
Yeah, well, and that's partly why I do what I do, because I look for OSHA violations, and I check tires. I've told several police departments, hey man, you got a screw, and they're like, oh dude, thanks, we didn't even know it. So I'm helping and testing at the same time, right? There's many reasons I do this, but I just want you guys to do a good job. I appreciate you. I agree. I'll go in and do my thing, and then I'll be out.
I'm sorry for my ignorance. I was a little confused about where we're talking about. Like I said, I'll talk to him and get his take on it, and we'll work it out.
Yeah,
And as you know, the book's this thick, and
Right.
Sometimes there's contradictory things in there.
I get it. His thing was this to transportation isn't open to the public, so you can't be here. And it's kind of true, but in a parking lot that's not posted authorized personnel, I could go in, you know.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I said, you know what, I'll leave, I'll talk to their sergeant, and hopefully we can solve it. And I appreciate you, man. You're human, right? And we both kind of start getting a little argumentative at each other. No big deal.
Yeah.
Take
Cool.
care, bro. Oh,
right,
I'll give
thank
you a
you.
handshake.
Yep,
Thank
you
you,
bet.
man.
Okay, have a good-
Yep, you take care. And let's go ahead and ask him. We got everything.
Here, the situation begins moving toward a practical resolution. The supervisor acknowledges that the auditor can remain where they are and explains that the transportation district is different from the city facility. The auditor clarifies that he is not trying to enter restricted areas. He wants to obtain records and leave. That distinction finally starts cutting through the confusion. Instead of another confrontation, both sides establish what the auditor intends to do and what officers will and will not intervene over.
That's fine. Take your time. All right. Very unprofessional. You're getting I'm filing a complaint on you. That's crazy. What a Karen, dude. Fucking nuts, dude. That's crazy. I'll speak to her supervisor. Freaking insane. Crazy.
Okay, sir.
All right. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bother you or interrupt right now. I just need her name. This lady's very unprofessional. She can't be acting like that in front of
Well,
her.
you also can't have the camera in the face.
I don't
You're
have-
allowed in the building, but you can't be up close. Four people doing business. No, you can't be over there. You have to be on the other side.
What's
of
your
the
name, man?
You don't worry about that. You're allowed to be in here to film.
I have a right
We
to
know
be
the
here.
rules.
Okay, so why you
Did
being
I
rude?
deny you? But
why
you can't be in front.
I was there. I can't
No,
be
you
here.
can't be there because people are conducting business.
I'm not trying to record nobody's information or
you
people.
can't prove that.
Okay, well, this is a public area.
Behind
so I
the
can.
slide, you can be there. You can't be near the window line. You can go behind the slide. That's where you can go.
I come to take video of the facility in in public areas.
You
Hold
take
on.
the video over there, not here. People are conducting business.
I'm gonna stand there right now.
And I will call the police.
Go ahead. Make sure you call the postal police.
Oh, we will. We'll
All right,
call
cool.
all.
So you're telling me I can't stand right here?
Behind the
I
slide.
just need her
People are
name.
doing business. You don't need her name.
Just a public
don't
employee.
need
How
her
do I
name.
file a complaint on her?
You don't need her name.
My camera was in her face.
You don't
I
need
was
her
back
name.
here and I was gonna get in
You
line
don't
to buy a
belong
stamp.
here. You belong over there.
Who are you to tell me where to stand in a public area? What's your name, man?
You don't worry about what my
You
name
gotta be
is.
rude like that. Why are you rude like this?
I'm not being rude. You're being rude.
I'm being
You're
rude?
interrupting my customers and my employees.
How am I interrupting them?
Because you're in a place where you're not supposed to be.
I'm not
You can
supposed to
be
be
here, but you can't be right in front of the business line, the window
I was
line.
right here.
That's in the window. This side is the window line of that slide.
So I can't be right there? What's your name, man?
I told you, you don't worry about
What's your name? I want to file a complaint.
it. You don't worry about it.
Can I get his name and her name? I'm
You
not
don't
leaving.
worry about it.
I'm not leaving. You're being extremely rude.
No, you're being extremely
No,
rude
I'm not.
because you're not
Being very
listening.
calm.
I'm
I'm
allowing
gotta
you to
listen to you.
and do your First Amendment right.
Okay, so why are you being
But
rude and look bad
you're
in front of my
doing it
camera?
wrong.
How am I doing it wrong?
I just explained it to
I
you.
come in
Obviously,
here-
you don't listen.
Obviously,
now you're in the way of a
obviously
customer
you're
behind
grumpy and
me.
you're rude. Why don't you get back to work? You're
No,
being
why
rude.
don't you get a job?
This
Now
is my
move.
job, and I
Okay.
guarantee you'll probably make more than you.
Yeah, okay.
Exposing government
I need
corruption
to talk
like
to
this.
somebody. Yeah, Mr.
What's the
Ruffin,
name?
you're-
I'm standing right here.
No, you're not. You're
Look,
gonna go over there.
look.
Afternoon, how's it going, buddy?
What's going on, man?
I don't know. You tell me. The employees called and said you were here recording, and they just want to know what's up.
Guys, can I show you something?
Yeah.
What's your name and badge?
Smith 17135.
My name is Joey.
Good to meet you, man.
Cool.
Is this about poster selling?
Yeah, you know about it?
Yeah.
All right. As soon as I came in here, this lady freaked out, started yelling. I don't want to be recorded. Put that cardboard there. I just stepped over here. There was no service going on at the time right there. This lady was out to lunch. Came and walked around. I wanted to buy a stamp. She extremely caused a disturbance. I'm not. I come with no ill will. And then this gentleman, I'm trying to file a complaint on her. At least get her name. This guy has an extremely horrible attitude. Got it on film telling me that I can't stand here. This is a public space. There was no business being conducted at the time. Now there is. Now I won't get close.
Just step over for me just so she can leave.
When you get
So-
step outside, and I'll explain.
Okay.
Now you're being fed a lot of lies.
So I'm gonna
Lies?
talk-
My camera doesn't lie, sir.
I'll talk to him, but
Yeah.
you want to wait inside or outside?
It don't matter.
Are you willing to wait outside and I'll talk to him real quick?
You can talk to him. It don't matter. I mean, I would like to catch you. I would like to record you, letting them know that I have a right to record here.
Yeah, you're good. We'll go inside behind the wall. All right, I'll come right back to you, all right?
He's saying I'm lying. My camera doesn't lie, sir.
I'll come right back.
All right, cool. Appreciate that.
The final section closes the main dispute on a much calmer note. The auditor explains that he wants police and public employees to do their jobs correctly, not create unnecessary conflict. The supervisor acknowledges the confusion over the different facilities and agrees to speak with the other side. After threats of arrest, public access disputes, and records requests, the conversation ends with a workable understanding. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.